Too much eating for Eric. It's another shot of the houseboat cruising down. I think we're in the Mississippi now. This is a shot of the old boat dock there at Prescott, Wisconsin, run by an old guy named Captain Dick. He was an old retired towboat captain. Captain Dick's Boat Landing. Just another shot of the cruise by. This set right at the mouth of the St. Croix in the Mississippi River. Had to stop and let old Dunn off to answer a call to nature here. We're locking through here, going up through the lock at Hastings, Minnesota. We're in the lock now. It's Eric, he's helping us lock through. And they're letting us out of there now. A little beach time here. And there's the Dunns again. On the same voyage here. There's the whole crew. There's me, Eric, Janice, and I forget that guy's wife's name. There's Claude Denton and his little boy. This is the boarding team. That's Denton and Maureen. We're operating up on Lake Medigosha. It's on the Canadian border. And the people, they didn't like us too much up there. They didn't think we had any business up there. This old guy's name was Hap. He's the only one that would sell us any gas. Nobody else would even sell us any gas or let us tie up. But he was an old French Canadian that came down on the U.S. side, and he sold us gas and let us tie in there, but nobody else would. We used to sit here in these weeds and by this underpass that connected to the two lakes and wait for speeders to go through there. That's just a shot taken from Navy Island there. That's a bridge connected St. Paul to across the river there. I forget what the name of the bridge was now. That guy's name was Ralph Thornton. He wrote a column for the St. Paul Star, one of the big newspapers, and somehow I got friendly with him. He wrote a whole bunch of articles about him, about the Coast Guard unit there. He gave me a lot of free publicity. And we used to haul him around. Sometimes he'd need to be taken down to take pictures in the water or get a story, and we'd haul him around. I think I'm taking him out for a pollution check now, a bunch of stuff. What they call the Corn Palace in Mitchell, South Dakota. Yeah, they have a big festival out there once a year, and they cover that whole building in all different types of corn. And they got about half covered there. They do that every year, Mitchell, South Dakota. I guess that was the year 1967. It's pretty neat. The whole thing was covered in corn. They cut the cob in half or something like that and use all different types of native corn. Pretty neat little place. Just know one of the shots of one of the reservoirs out there. Those infamous trees They're really something else. A lot of people go out there and boat around. They run into them at night, or the wind would kick up and they would motor conk out, and they'd get blown through them trees, and go out there and find them climbing up in the trees. A lot of people got drowned, swept through there. They were dangerous. This is one I'm not too proud to tell about. Me and old Claude Denton was running on the reservoir at Chamberlain, South Dakota, and the fuel gauge was wrong on the boat, I guess, and we ran about 45 miles down south of Mobridge on the reservoir there, and we ran out of gas out in the middle of nowhere, so we drifted into the shore and walked about 2 miles to our ranch, and the guy gave us 5 gallons of gas. Wouldn't even charge us for it. Told us we could have the can and everything else. Real friendly, but right in the middle of nowhere in a regular ranch. We didn't tell too many people about that. This is what shoreline looks like out there. There's a lot of driftwood, and then the shore keeps eroding. It's real sandy soil, and the water goes up and down real fast, and it'll wash acres away in a day. It just keeps eroding away, and they say eventually it's all going to turn the reservoirs into a big swamp. But one of the guys that has the best arrowhead collection in the United States went out there and found them along walking them shores. This is just a shot of an old guy at Fort Randall Reservoir out in the Missouri River. He was fishing there, and we just wandered by, and he just caught a big one. He was an old local rancher there. He lived there all his life. One of those North Dakotians. So Janice, May, and Eric. The trailer park at Prescott. September 1967. It's Janice, May, and Eric in front of the fish nets down in the St. Croix River there. This is the guys that used to come up once a year and go down in Iowa and seine all the big fish out of that big lake area, and they would ship the fish off to restaurants down in Iowa somewhere. That's Eric. He's giving them a hand there. They usually came down and did this in the fall, about every year. That's Eric, one of his buddies up in their trailer park there playing on the sidewalk. Some more of his buddies there. Mom's in the act now, looks like. This is the troops doing a little patrol work on the St. Croix River there. We usually patrol the St. Croix and Mississippi when we were in home port. This is our way of stopping people. Yeah, some more of that Eric doing what he does best. His mom and Texas Eric. This is in the fall of '67. Here's Eric. This is Eric again. This is about November 1967.